What's going on? Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 18. Excuse my voice. Welcome to week 18 edition of 100 Yards of Running. This was a special weekend. We had a lot of games this weekend. A lot of teams was looking in and see where they was going to fit in the playoffs. This is the last week to determine the playoff spot. So here we go. Saturday, we had Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens going against the Cleveland Browns, where Baltimore wanted to secure their spot in the playoffs, and that indeed they did. Lamar Jackson went off the whole game. He went in and he's showing me, and I don't know if he's showing y'all, but he's showing me that he is the MVP this season. Moving on to the Bengals and the Steelers. Now, the Steelers, I've been bigging them up all week. I've been bigging up Russell Wilson, but the Bengals had something to play for this week. The Bengals, with a win and a Texans loss, I think, would secure their spot in the playoffs. Now, Joe Burrow, excuse me, Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Steelers by a score of 19-17, trying to secure their playoff spot. Sunday, we had C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans going in Tennessee to take on the Titans. Houston went and did what they're supposed to do. They got the job done. And let's see what they can do in the playoffs. I think that C.J. Stroud is a special quarterback. Yeah, he should have been an MVP running this year, but Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and others had other plans. So, but congratulations to the Houston Texans. Let's see what they can do in the playoffs and wild card weekend next week. I'm excited for that. Two teams that's not in the playoffs, the Panthers and Falcons, also went at it this weekend. And the Panthers and Bryce Young is showing that he is that draft pick that he was 2 years ago. He went in there and got the job done, eliminating the Falcons from the playoffs, winning by a score of 44-38. Another team that was wanting to put themselves in playoff position is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, excuse my voice again. Give me a second. That's better. The Tampa Bay Bucks play host to the New Orleans Saints, where they defeated them 27-19. Now the Saints is out the playoff. The Buccaneers are in the playoffs. Like I said, playoffs determine on where's your seating and who are you going to play. Are you going to play a home field advantage, or are you going to play in somebody else's home to get to the Super Bowl? Moving on to a team that is in the Super Bowl and in the playoffs, Buffalo Bills play host to the New England Patriots, where the Patriots upsetted Buffalo by a score of 23-16. Now, Buffalo, we already know they secured the number 2 spot. They're in the playoffs. So Josh Allen and the coaches, they sat down their starters. A lot of starters did not start this week. But the Patriots finished the season off strong, beating the Bills in New England. Another team that's not in the playoffs, the Colts and the Jaguars went at it, where the Colts beat them 26-23. Now, Indy and Jacksonville is looking to change their team next year. They want to get better draft picks, get deep in that draft, get you some good players on both sides of the ball that's going to make y'all a playoff team next year. I know it's kind of tough. I know it's kind of hard, but this is their National Football League. Moving on to a team that I was amazed with this year, and that's Washington. The Commanders went in there and got the job done in Dallas, beating America's favorite team 23-19. Now, I said this kid was special all season long. Jaden Daniels is something to watch. He proved that time in and time out. And congratulations to the Commanders for being in the playoffs. Let's see what they could do. Another team. Now, everybody was talking about the rushing record. Is the Eagles going to start Saquon? Is they going to sit him out this game? Unfortunately, for Eagles fans, they sat Saquon Barkley down this week, but they played the Giants. And they beat them with backups. You heard right. The Giants lost to backups. But the Giants decided to keep coach Brian Dable, which I thought is a smart move because, let's face it, Dable didn't have enough chance to coach these guys the way he wanted to coach them. Now he has that opportunity this offseason going into the playoffs.
Now you know I normally don't come into your I'll come into your shit. But listen, I would have did the same shit. I would not have played Saquon against these bum ass Giants. And listen, folks, I'm a Giants fan through and
Yeah,
through. But Jesus Christ, don't chance Saquon getting injured by playing a game like that, and they lost a backup. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm leaving.
I mean, but he could have broke a record though. But I get it. It was a record on the line, and he could have
True,
broke it. So I
true.
see why the Eagles didn't start him. They saving him for
Oh,
the playoffs.
and one more thing, bro. I'm proud of you. The fact that you're doing this and you're sick. Show
Hey,
my boy some love, please.
hey, I gotta show my fans some love, man. Hey, I'm doing this for y'all. I do it for y'all. We strong. 2025 is our year. Moving on to a team that also is looking to be in the playoffs. Green Bay. The Packers play host to the Chicago Bears, where the Bears upsetted Jordan Love and the Packers 24-22. Now, this game was back and forth. It was crazy, but the Bears wanted to go out with a bang. It was Jordan Love. I mean, come on. I don't see the Packers going that far in the playoffs. Moving on to a team that also knocked out the Falcons in the playoffs, which was the Seahawks and the Rams. Now, this game was to be determined who was going to be in the playoffs, who was going to knock out the Falcons, and the Seahawks went in there and got the job done. Yeah, Gino waited too late to get hot, but hey, y'all in the playoffs. Let's see what y'all could do. Moving on to a team that's not in the playoffs, two teams that's not in the playoffs, and he waits to the end of the season to get hot. Yes, Jets fans, I'm talking about y'all. Aaron Rodgers. You played toes to the Dolphins. You beat them by a score of 32-20. Now you want to get hot, Aaron Rodgers? Now you want to throw 5 touchdown passes? Where was this all season long? Now I get it. Some Jets fans gonna be like, "Oh, he came back from an injury last year. You had a year to recuperate. You played the whole season, and you did absolutely nothing. You got the coaches fired. You're bringing Devontae Adams. You're trying to change up the whole team, and you got nowhere. Can you do something next year? Let's see what y'all can do. Who knows?" Moving on to the AFC's number one seeded Kansas City Chiefs, also a team that sat out their starters, and I see why. Y'all played the Denver Broncos. Now, the Broncos needed this win to stay alive in the playoff hunt, and they were playing at home. And like I said, the Chiefs played a lot of backups, and the Broncos did what they're supposed to do, blowing them out by a score of 38-0. Carson Wentz was the backup for the Chiefs. He couldn't even put up a field goal. I mean, now the Chiefs are 15-2. They locked down the number one seed, rest of their starters, but to get beat 38-0 by Denver, that was crazy. Moving on to the Chargers and the Raiders. The Chargers and Raiders, two more teams that's not in the playoffs, looking to the Chargers are in the playoffs. So, but the Raiders, on the other hand, just now letting go Antonio Pierce after he was coaching them for 3 seasons or 2 seasons, trying to get the Raiders in the playoffs. Unfortunately, just like the Jets, Raiders fan, Vegas It wasn't your year. Just like Saints fans, it wasn't your year. I can name a few teams that stuck this year, and I want to see what they're going to do next year. But the Chargers went in there in Vegas and got the job done 34-20. Moving on to two more teams that's trying to battle it out next week, moving out, is the 49ers. Now, the 49ers was in the Super Bowl last year. This year, I don't know what happened. Brock Purdy, I don't know what happened. Losing Christian McCaffrey to injury, losing Ayuk to injury. Debo was in and out. This wasn't y'all year. And to lose to the Cardinals 47-24, I'm sorry, forgive me, my fans, but the 49ers got their ass whooped. That was sad. I know the Chiefs did, but come on. San Francisco, y'all was in the Super Bowl last year. What happened? Now, this game right here was very, very important. Sunday night, we had the 12-4 Vikings going against the 12-2 Vikings going against the 12-2 Lions. The winner of this game took first place in the NFC. The loser of this game fell to the 5th seed and will play this Saturday and Sunday wild card weekend. I'm excited for wild card weekend, and I'm gonna be breaking those games down too. But them boys in Detroit, shout out to Dan Campbell for coaching those boys well. I thought the Vikings was gonna put up a fight. Unfortunately, they didn't. The Lions went in there at home, stayed strong throughout the whole game, winning 31-9. Now, this puts the Lions in first place, and they get that bye. So this means the road to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, for the AFC and NFC. For the AFC, it goes to Kansas City. In order to get to the Super Bowl, you got to go to Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see who's going to do that. And in the NFC, it goes to the Big D and them guys in Detroit. Pause. In Detroit, I think this is their year. I think this is their year they can knock out the Chiefs as the top dogs in the NFL and win the Super Bowl. They got the right pieces, and it was smart for them to bring in a defensive-minded player like Sedarius Smith. Anybody could have got him, but Dan Campbell saw what he was doing in Cleveland, and they brought him in Detroit, and now they have a Super Bowl caliber defense. Can they make it this year? Let's find out. Now, wild card weekend, I'm excited for Saturday, November 11th. We have the Houston Texans playing host to the Chargers. And on Saturday night, it's a big one in the AFC. I'm going to be tuned to this game. We got Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens going against Russell Wilson and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sunday, we got the Broncos playing host to the MVP in my eyes, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And America's game of the week to me, we got a couple of games Sunday. We got the Philadelphia Eagles and Saquon Barkley playing host to Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Also, we got Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders going against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers out in Tampa. And then Monday night, we got the Vikings falling to the 5th seed, going to LA, where LA knocked out the Falcons and the Seahawks. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, they had an up and down season, but in the end, the Rams pulled it off because of Matthew Stafford, and watch out for this game when I say it, Precious Nakua. He's a wide receiver that's going to be a problem in the NFL. That's why the Rams is in the playoffs. So I'm excited for Vikings Rams Monday night. Those are going to be big, 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 big games. Ladies and gentlemen, the road to the Super Bowl officially starts right now. I know I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. Sick or not, I'm still going to be here with y'all, my viewers, as we break down these games going into the divisional round, going into the conference championship game, leading on to Super Bowl 59. And one of my favorite artists is performing this year in K. Dot, Kendrick Lamar. I'm excited for that too. So, man, what a week 18 we had. What an NFL season we had. I want to thank my viewers for vibing with me this year. We had some ups and downs in here, but we stuck in there, y'all. We stuck in there, and we still going. We still we got a lot of shows coming up. My brothers Mel and Tori, they got their good talk, bad guy thing going on. I like that. So tune into that. They got something special coming in. I'm still gonna be here grinding, doing 100 yards of running with y'all. We got a lot of things coming up
Hold
in
on.
2025,
Hold on. If
y'all.
you're gonna do it right, do it right. It's talk good and walk bad. We got talk
Talk
good and
good,
walk
walk
bad
bad.
coming up.
Yes, tune
We
into that.
also got we also got, of course, Reggie rocking the 100 yards and running. Still support even after the Super Bowl. Still support him because he's still gonna be talking some stuff. And then we got Nap Pack with Nappy, where he opened up Pokemon cards and stuff like that. And then we got, of course, what started it all, our little wrestling show over the barricade
Over the
with Beast
barricade.
Mode and Reggie. My brother ain't got no voice right now. I gotta speak for him right now. But yo, thank you for the support. Bro, you rest your voice right now. Rest it up for next week. Yo, everybody that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Keep my brother in your thoughts and your prayers. Hope he get better so he can have a better voice and stop sounding like Cameron. But yeah, like yo, always support, man. Yo, and we
Nah,
out.
much love. Peace and love. We out, y'all.